Action News reporter Kelley Dunn has been on the scene all night. Kelley, tell us what you know.
Well, Jim, right now things have quieted down substantially. We give even this little guy a couple years and he'll weigh about 2 or 3 pounds. In West Palm Beach, Kelley Dunn, Action 5 News.
And if you're in a mood for a great time tonight, think downtown West Palm Beach.
Jim, you don't have to be Irish or dressed in green in my case to enjoy St. Patrick's Day.
I was a little rusty. It's good to know volunteer coaches are on every other lane ready to lend a hand.
The biggest thrill of my career by far was the reaction to a story I did that we titled Seeing Red.
If you find some red eye photos and there's a white dot where there should be a red dot, that was the tumor reflecting the light.
It's really the Joey Bergsma story. What do you miss most about Joey?
That beautiful laughter.
Who developed cancer of the retina.
Just watching him play.
Retinoblastoma.
I miss it terribly.
It was a gut-wrenching story to tell.
Go!
But a few days after it aired, we got a call from another local grandmother who had just been to Disney World with her granddaughter.
After hearing Joey's story, Lexi's grandma noticed this strange picture.
This looks like that picture that Kelley Dunn had on her story.
One eye was red, one eye was white, just like Joey's. Lexi, too, had retinoblastoma.
That we were able to detect this tumor in such an early stage that it was 100% curable.
Saved her vision and her life. We had a small part in saving that little girl's life.
I miss Joey.
It's the greatest thing that I can point to in my entire career.
I knew there was something wrong.
Mary Weiss was one of the first heroes that I featured when I started doing my Kelley's Heroes reports back in 1986.
There's nothing heroic with what I've done because, as I say, I didn't elect it, I didn't choose it. It happened and I had no choice.
She had 3 boys born with cystic fibrosis, a disease I had not heard of. She started the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation in West Palm Beach. About 3 months after doing that interview with Mary Weiss, my nephew Matthew was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. It really hit home for me. I've been involved with Mary and the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation ever since.
It's hard to believe that was 17 years ago.
I'm now 18 years old and asking you to help me and my Aunt Kelley raise money for cystic fibrosis research.
Sadly, it was almost exactly 1 year ago that Matthew lost his battle.
I look forward to the day that cystic fibrosis will be relegated to the history books, but children and roses will continue to bloom.
Ready?
Great. Oh, I love the self-defense stories that we've done. They're physical and they're fun, and I always learn something.
Fake compliance. Give them the idea to get their guard down. It gives you great opportunity to attack vulnerable targets such as the eyes, the throat, the knees, kick to the groin.
These are moves that women should know.
The goal right here, get home safely.
Yeah, you ready to go? I think we're really helping people with those, and I hope more people can learn how to defend themselves.
When seconds mean everything, can you count on smoke alarms to wake your kids and get them to safety?
Get Out Alive, we did a series of 2 pieces, and it was all on children who literally sleep through the loudest smoke detectors you've ever heard in your life.
She was the soundest sleeper of them all.
The smoke detectors go off, and those kids sleep through them like they haven't heard a peep.
Her dad ends up carrying her out of her bedroom.
Let's go.
In a real fire, all 3 would have been overcome by smoke.
Parents, be aware.
We did a little experiment and tried using the smoke detectors that the parents can program with their own voice.
This time we'll be able to see if this new technology makes the difference.
Darren, it's Mom. Wake up. There's a fire. Come on, you gotta get out. Get to the window. Get out.
Worked 45 seconds.
15 seconds go by.
He's coming out.
Get out. Get to the window. Get out. I'll meet you outside. Hurry.
He's gone.
And sure enough, that's what the children woke up to. So it was a really eye-opening report. The best part of this job are all of the people I get to meet and the stories that I get to tell.
Do you feel like a sex symbol?
Yeah, right now especially.
George Clooney? Clooney? Well, I knew Clooney before all the big stardom. First season of ER, and let me tell you, oh well, it was just a blast to be on the set, first of all. And all of a sudden, he came around the corner. So I just started chatting away, of course got a few pictures with him, and was one of the nicest celebrities I've ever met.
Dear Kenny, I am writing this letter to thank you for my miracle, my son.
A wonderful child with an incredible spirit is on this earth because of your music.
Another favorite story of mine is Dreams Come True, the Kenny Loggins story.
And they said he would not be physically normal. We didn't know at what extent, but they knew that he would be 1 pound, and we would risk my normal son if we chose to save him. But it was our choice to make, and they stepped out of the room and they gave us 3 minutes.
There have been times in my life.
3 minutes that would change Wendy and Chris Soderman's lives forever.
We just looked at each other, and love is unconditional. It's supposed to be. And all I could think of in my head was, this is it. This is your miracle, stand up and fight. And so we saved my miracle.
Are you gonna wait for a sign? Your miracle. Stand up and fight. This is it.
She credits that song. When Kenny Loggins came to that school and sang This Is It.
This is what the song is about. It's about making a decision about life and death. There have been times in my life I've been wondering why.
This Is It, a song that inspired a school and saved the life of a special little boy.
For once in your life, here's your miracle. Stand up and fight. This is it.
One of the most heartwarming things I've ever seen in my life.
This is it. Make love